Hello, everyone. This is the Tyrants In Training podcast. I'm the host, Kevin Ryan. Each week, the podcast has a guest on who acts as the ruler of their own country, and we allow them to do whatever they want. They can be a tyrant, just as the name of the podcast suggests, or they can be really nice. They don't have to be mean. A lot of people try to stay nice and eventually succumb to a bit of tyranny, but hey, that's normal. Today's guest is screenwriter David Stokes, who is very nice, very lovely man, and of course will succumb to tyranny pretty quickly. You can follow this podcast along. All the other episodes will be there on whatever you're listening to right now. That'd be cool. You can also listen to it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, Podcast Recovering and I Can Quit Whenever I Want, Podcast Teetotaler. The last two are made up, don't worry about it. And you can follow me at Kev Ryan Person. That'll be on Twitter and Instagram. It'll probably be on any social media that we use. I'll have my name as at Kev Ryan Person. So yeah, thank you very much for turning this episode on, and I hope you enjoy. This is where I suddenly burst into podcast mode because
go for it.
So, David Stokes, thanks for coming. If you're going to rule your own country, which you're suddenly prepared to do, what title do you want? What title are we calling you? Actually, I better write this down.
Well, at the beginning, I was considering King Dave, simply because it's classic.
David.
King, not David, Dave. But I also decided that if I was the leader of my own country, I think that I would probably, at some point, experiment with some kind of psychotropic mushrooms and would decide that I'm no longer a name, I'm merely a symbol. So okay. I think, like Prince, I think I'd like to be a symbol, and I think it would be a thumbs up.
So you're a thumbs up symbol, but I'm pronouncing. How are we addressing you when, like, are we walking and going hello and then just giving you a thumbs up?
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm addressed with a thumbs up. Excuse me. Yes.
Okay. Just for any listeners, because this is an audio medium.
That is true.
I'm going to call you thumbs up. Okay.
By all means.
Right. Perfect. Do you use a thumbs up in your everyday life?
Occasionally, I suppose.
I'm fond of it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Even actually, when you joined the Zoom, I went like that.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. No, I don't do it very often.
Is that allowed in your country when you become thumbs up?
I think, quite frankly, it's the only gesture that will be allowed in my country.
Oh, no waves.
No.
Middle finger.
No, it can only use the thumb.
Sorry, you can only use the thumb for gestures, but you can do like...
You can rotate it.
Yeah.
You can angle it however you want, but it has to only be the thumb.
Thumbs up / David. I'm going to come out of this podcast for a second. I have a question for you. What is it with you and thumbs?
Don't know. It was something that felt funny to me.
Yeah, you did say about the psychedelic mushrooms, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. I like the idea that, like, Prince, who is awesome, became a symbol, and I'm like, well, if Prince can become a symbol, so can a king.
Yes, and you chain. Yeah, okay, yeah, thumbs up. That's fine. And we're back to it. Where is your island going to be located? We're not going to take over any country. We're going to pop up a new place.
Yeah. Where would it be? I'd love to be somewhere like in the middle of like Eastern Europe, but like somewhere that they haven't quite discovered, like it wasn't on maps. But if that's not possible, then just somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
So usually people are picking oceans. Like, do you want something by let me think, what lake or sea is around Eastern Europe? I mean, not Mediterranean, but Black Sea. Do you want any island there?
I have no idea. It's kind of landlocked, isn't it? So I don't.
It is landlocked, so I think you'd just be but you could.
Might be lakes. My country might be surrounded by a moat. That would be great. We literally dug a moat around my own country to keep other countries out of it. Okay,
so we're going to just. I mean, I won't even bother getting up Google Maps. So we're just going to pretend.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. Do you know when you say something like that and you're like, oh no, I have to know. I've just. So yeah, do you know what you could? And I appreciate you don't see this, but you could put. I think there's a little lake there under Kazakhstan.
There you go.
Yeah, just put one in there.
There we go. By all means.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, good. Okay, so, oh wait, what are we calling this? Thumbs up. What's the island?
What are we calling it?
I mean, usually I'd go for something a bit pun related, but you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm searching my brain for a thumb related name, but I can't think of one. I've really put myself in a corner here.
ThumberLand. ThumberLand. You can sell shoes.
ThumberLand.
ThumberLand.
There you
go. Right, ThumberLand, which is south of Kazakhstan.
Yes, it is.
Although I suppose, because I was just thinking.
Although we don't recognize Kazakhstan.
You don't recognize them.
We don't recognize any country that's immediately bordered with us.
Love it. Okay. Don't recognize neighbors. I'm fairly sure you have the record for quickest time to initiate hostilities with neighboring countries.
Yes.
You've already hit a record. Okay. You have your name, your official title. The island is located south of somewhere. We don't recognize them.
Exactly, yes.
So, thumbs up. Your people will want to know, how did you find the country? What's your origin story?
I mean, my origin story is secret. But like the guy that the guy that runs North Korea, I basically created my own backstory.
Yes.
Which was obviously I inherited the country and from very wealthy parents. So it's actually, my parents died tragically at the old age of 36 in a plane crash that I may or may not have been flying. And
Jesus, wait, what age were you?
I learned young. I think I was possibly 9. I mean, that's part of the reason the plane crashed. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Right. So you learned, but you had no idea how to fly a plane.
Yeah. I always thought on-the-job training was always more important.
Who taught you?
No one.
It's funny.
I just one day just went into the cockpit, was like, I'll take it from here.
You know what? There's a spate of accidents of people who've been self-taught to,
Yes. Yeah. We call it a learning curve. It's fine.
Yeah, curve to the ground from the...
Yes.
Straight vertical drop curve. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, it's more vertical than curvy. But
there's a slight curve at the end where you bounce off the rocks on the ground. I'm sorry, this is actually horrible because this is saying this is how your parents died in an awful crash. Was it on the island? Did it land?
It was on the country of ThumberLand.
ThumberLand.
Sorry, I forgot what my own country was called. It happens. It was there, and it created an enormous crater, and that's now a national park.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. The plane's still there. So are the bodies.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Sorry.
How long ago? No, I'm not getting into it.
Change the subject.
I'll change the subject. Right. So, quickly search through these. As we make up your ThumberLand, are you allowing a Senate? So I guess just to clarify, are you allowing your citizens, I'm going to say there's 10 million of them.
Yes.
Are you allowing them to vote for 100 senators who look after the day-to-day stuff, and you have the overall,
yes.
word? Or are you just going to bring in your own council of maybe, 10 or 12, and they'll run the country? Basically, are you allowing your citizens to vote or not?
I mean, absolutely not. I mean, that's not something that we accept here. I mean, we don't like to call it dictatorship. We just like to keep things on the straight and narrow. We can't expect regular people to make decisions like that. It's up to the tyrants, really, because we have people's best interests at heart.
And I appreciate anyone who comes on who just straight out the gate goes, no voting. None of this, because nobody ever says, no, I want it exactly the way it is now. They always go, oh, they should vote. And as soon as I point out, they could vote for awful people. Maybe we'll stop. No, they half-ass it.
No.
Good. No. So just no voting. And by the way, your citizens are okay with that. They're here for
absolutely.
A reason. Yeah, they know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like North Korea, where they're brought up in a country where they basically are just fed lies about the entire world around them.
And that's the thing, and all your citizens, they have flown into this country to be a part of it. They have willingly said, yeah, I like what Thumbs Up is selling. I'm joining. Speaking of people who are joining, though, are you going to have any restrictions on anyone joining the country, or is it just anyone is allowed in?
I mean, anyone's allowed in as long as they have thumbs. I mean, that is a big thing. If you don't have thumbs, you can't come in, unfortunately.
Just what happens if someone shows up without thumbs?
I mean, officially, we send them back.
Oh, okay.
Unofficially, I can't actually say.
Okay, so we're just going to play out this little scenario.
Yes.
Are you going to be dealing with any of this, or are you just letting the guards, the border guards?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll have border guards. They might give me a piece of paper every week just to let me know what's going on. But
okay,
I trust their judgment.
So for one of your border guards, I mean, if there's, I presume they have to have a meeting with these people, right, to find out what's going on.
No, it's not really a meeting. It's more they reach the border. They ask them to give them a big thumbs up, which is the official salute.
Okay, so I walk in.
It's visual.
Yeah. So I walk up to the border, or I get off my boat because it's an island, I presume. But yeah, and I say hello, and I give you a big wave. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Which we don't recognize.
But he's just frantically waving at this point.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So he just walks in. He's fine. He's good.
Yes. Yeah.
No, he didn't have thumbs.
He didn't have thumbs. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get in. I mean, waving immediately puts him as some kind of dissenter. So it's.
So what happened to him though? That was Trevor, by the way, waving.
Trevor really didn't read the pamphlet.
Okay, so what?
Which we do. Yeah, waving is outlawed. So is hopping, but
hopping.
Yeah, we haven't actually figured out a reason why. I just don't like it.
Okay. Kangaroos allowed in your country? No.
As long as they don't hop.
I don't want to get into I don't want to go down that avenue, to be honest. I'll go back to Trevor. Trevor is on his boat, and he is waving frantically during a thunderstorm.
Yes.
And he's just waving, and your guards are looking at him. What's the next step there for old Trevor?
I mean, obviously, we'll let him off the boat. We'll give him the benefit. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, there are exceptions to waving. One of them being if you're on fire, that's allowed. But he would get off the boat. He would be greeted by a border guard. We don't say passport. We don't say ID. We say thumbs.
Okay, so
they present their thumbs. If they have 2 thumbs, they can come in.
Okay, so Trevor is asked, "Show me your thumbs."
Yes.
He goes, "Here they are," and he has gloves on.
Naturally, he would need to remove the gloves and also his socks, because some people have thumb-like toes, and that is allowed.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't have any thumbs on his hands.
Yes.
But he does have thumb-like baby toes.
Yes, if he has kind of simian-like feet, the kinds that could grab a branch, then that's allowed, because we will find a use for him somewhere.
So he walks in fine as a thumbless primate?
I wouldn't say he walks in fine with feet like that.
Yeah.
But he walks in some fashion.
Some people say he moseyed in a fashion, but yeah.
Precisely. But yeah, he's allowed in.
Other than that, everyone's allowed in?
Yes. Everyone.
Everyone.
If you have thumbs or thumb-like toes.
A serial killer hopped in once.
No hopping.
He jumped over a puddle. He was 8 years old. You know how boys like to.
And the serial killer.
He's early learner.
So I mean, as an 8-year-old murderer myself, yes. I can only respect that. So he'd probably get a very high position in my government.
I have to ask, because you said you were 9 years old and you're flying a plane. So you were 8 when you were murdering, and then 9 you moved over to airline pilot.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I just think it's nice. Yeah. What type of house are you living in?
It's kind of a Bavarian castle kind of job. But instead of parapets, they're thumbs.
God, you're heavy on the thumb. It feels like you picked one thing during your drug-induced delusions.
The problem was I took the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I spoke to God. God's in the shape of a thumb. Therefore, ThumberLand was born.
Is he in the shape of a thumb, as in if you're looking at a thumb from the front or the back where you see the fingernail? Or thumbnail, rather?
It would be, you would see the thumbnail. Because that was his face.
And what's the
He
rest?
may have. Yeah, that's the back. That's the front.
So then when you get down to the knuckle, that's his belly button.
Yes. And he
hasn't...
may or may not have had a face on his fingernail that was drawn in biro. But they were really strong, potent mushrooms. So, but yes.
Was his thumbnail dirty? Or was it clean?
No, he's gone.
That's fair enough. Anyway, so you live there.
Yes.
Okay. Is that in the countryside or is it in the capital? Like, are you working from home or?
No. It is the absolute center of the country, and everything else is built around me.
Are people? So are the council? Are you calling them the fingers? I don't know what Are you going with that team? But
yeah.
Are they coming to your house to work, or do they have their own place?
We have a Senate. It's connected by a drawbridge from my house, so I don't actually ever go down to my house is on a big hill. It's the biggest house, biggest castle, and it tells with everyone else. And all the electricity and water is pumped into my house first, and whatever's left goes out to the rest of the country.
Yes, I like how you've decided, because that kind of hints that there's not enough water and electricity for the rest of the country.
What's enough?
Basic human needs.
I mean, that's up for debate, isn't it? I mean, do you really need to wash every day?
But the thing is, I just make the point that in this podcast, you can allow that. There's no restriction on. But I like how you've decided, no, people will suffer a little.
I think it's only fair. They are living in the greatest country in the world. I
will make a note that you're captain of the police, Adam. He is just noting that Trevor keeps swinging along the drawbridge. I don't know if it's actually a new sport. It's like parkour. If you want
Trevor, he's a special guy. We never expected those kind of feats. We didn't think they existed. So when he came in, he was basically given free reign. He can do what he wants.
Can he? Oh,
absolutely.
Fantastic.
He can do what he wants.
You know what? I'm glad he's found ThumberLand in a way. I thought that when you put in that little stipulation into the Constitution, that it was a funny little joke of, haha, when pigs fly, and then you saw a pig fly.
Exactly.
That called Trevor, and he was swinging.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, just wondering about ThumberLand. What unusual list is ThumberLand top of? What I mean is, like, healthcare is kind of just it's a usual list and stuff, but
we don't call it healthcare as such. We rate it more in deaths. We don't rate how good the healthcare is. It's more we keep track of how many people die, and if it goes up, we congratulate someone, and if it goes down, then someone's clearly in trouble because they're too healthy. We like a fast turnaround here.
Yes, so you're conscious of the global birth and death rate. You don't want.
Absolutely, someone has to take a stand. The world has too many people, and we think if we set a good enough standard, other countries will follow.
Take a stand on the bones of your citizens.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So sorry. So what unusual list is your country top of? I'll mention again.
I mean, plane crashes per year, we're pretty close, but that is because we do allow children to fly.
Oh, but,
yes. So that is pretty high.
When you say you allow them to fly, do you encourage them, or is it just if they want to, they can?
We don't encourage it, but there are no laws stopping them. It's more of a choice, really.
Oh, that's nice.
The thing is, we do have a commercial airline, and the tickets are very, very cheap, and people can fly wherever they want within the country. But the reason it's cheap is the fact that they don't know who's flying the plane.
Oh, that's fun.
So it might be a commercial airline pilot with 30 years experience. It might be John, who's just had his 7th birthday.
Yes.
And he's just behind there, just pressing buttons.
Just pressing buttons with his thumb only.
Absolutely. Or his thumb-like feet.
I know this is really bad and probably people won't get it, but isn't there like a Thompson's holiday company or something in England? I was going to say your holiday company then would obviously be Thompson's.
Yes, that's exactly what it's called. And if it isn't, it will be.
It will be, but yes.
Yes.
I do have a question to ask you, and it's not the most fun question, to be honest.
Okay.
Thumbs up. What scandal do your people find out about that involves you? As in, well, whatever scandal you want. They're probably not going to be very happy about it, but...
Yeah. What scandal? Which one made it out? Not much gets out really. It was rumored that I have prosthetic thumbs.
Oh yes, okay.
You see, and obviously I had those people killed. Because I mean, I could have offered proof that I didn't have prosthetic thumbs, but I thought it was easy just to nip it in the bud and stop that kind of thing. So that went on for about 2 days, and then 15,000 people vanished, and that's fine.
So is that the scandal we're going at? Prosthetic Thumbgate? Yeah,
it was Thumbgate. Yeah.
I'll go with Thumbgate. I feel like, or maybe some of your advisors think, you know what? Because some people found out about the 15,000 deaths and the prosthetic thumb and stuff, maybe you should go on TV and just kind of give them an explanation, you know, throw them a bone of one of your victims. But don't worry, we'll put you on the main news channel. Like, this is all propaganda, so you'll be fine.
Yeah. It was suggested, and I did take it under advisement. But in the end, I used my double, who has pristine thumbs, because obviously the person who runs the country really should have the best thumbs in the country, and he does, but he's an idiot, so he can't run the country, but he does stand in for me for appearances.
So it's weird. So do you have an insecurity about your thumbs?
I mean, it has been known for me to cover up the thumbs at times, but it's really, people want their rulers to be perfect.
That's
and
true.
If I don't have perfect thumbs, I need someone in my place who does have perfect thumbs. So he was actually grown in one of our labs.
Oh, so you can clone people seemingly, or Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. We replace people all the time.
And it wouldn't have been easier for you yourself to get thumb replacement surgery?
You know what? In hindsight, that probably would have been the easiest solution.
But you will continue this path.
But we will continue to genetically modify apes, basically.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Trevor is actually a scientist, so he might be able to help with that.
Trevor is very high up. Yes. Yeah. I mean, usually in a tree, but it's fine.
Yeah, because normally you're the first person who hasn't gone on to Anderson's show to be questioned, but you've sent your double.
Yes.
Okay.
I sent my double, which is weird because he doesn't actually look a lot like me, but people have never seen me.
Oh, okay.
They see pictures and they see CG renderings of me, but they're not me.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I was brought up in a family before they were tragically killed, where we were told that cameras steal your soul. So I have a problem standing in front of them.
So you send out doubles in case.
Yeah, I mean, this video that you're watching right now, this isn't actually me in front of a camera. This is actually a reflection off a mirror.
Oh, very clever. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm interviewing a reflection of thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay. So when your double thumbs comes back, I mean, are you okay with him if you think that his soul has been taken out of his body?
Yeah, I mean, it's the price you pay. At least as long as it's not me. I don't care, basically.
I mean, you know, I don't want to send the mad tyrant who lives alone and doesn't want to be seen by anybody into a mad mental breakdown. But if you have a news channel in your country, and you know, people, you know, nowadays between cameras and phones and everything, they're everywhere. Are you not worried you're actually just living on an island with 10 million people who have no souls?
It has been said, but we tried passing the law, but it didn't really work, and we can't figure out why. It's probably because they're soulless.
But do you think you tried to pass a law, but you tried to pass a law with people who already have no souls and therefore
didn't work.
So you're not stuck in a nightmarish island of soulless, happy people.
It could be described as that, but because I don't see them, it doesn't affect me.
I'm really stuck on this because it's starting to paint a picture of there's some story. I don't know what the story is, and I don't know all details, so it'll be very vague here. But a story of someone who was involved with the occult or something, and a demon or something is going to kill them, but they stand in a pentagram, right, on the floor, or a pentagram on the floor, and they're told if you stand inside this, demon can't kill you. Yay, yes. Person's alive. But now they're trapped in a circle. They can never escape because they'll die. They're worried. So it's like its own hell. And I'm worried now that you're stuck inside in an island, in a mansion or in a castle where you have well-noted insecurities about your own thumbs. You're on an island with people who are enthusiastic about perfect thumbs. They have no soul, so they'll, never truly die. And you can never leave because you'll end up seeing them. So how can we help you? Thumbs up.
You made that sound like it was a bad thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I mean, some people would say trapped in your house. I just see it as, staying safe. No one knows. Everyone who walks out the door, especially in Thumberland, the chances of dying are astronomical. And so people are kind of used to just not leaving their homes. And because I do it, lots of other people do it as well.
So you don't leave this castle? You
Never.
Stay in there. Okay.
No.
Cool. We'll get back to happier things. What seemingly mundane thing is banned in ThumberLand? Well, hopping was one of them, but yeah.
Hopping? Yeah. There is no excuse for it. You were given 2 legs, use them both. Hopping is banned. We tried to ban joy, but
who's
that was my wife.
Okay.
She keeps finding her way back. No, we banned hopping, rabbits, and also clouds.
Okay, so how did that happen? How did we? Again, you don't go outside. Do you look out the window rather?
Yes, I look out the window. You see,
and there's no clouds.
No, because clouds make me sad. I looked at my window. It was a cloudy day one day.
Yeah.
It was clear another country that we don't recognize was getting that sunshine. And that isn't going to happen on my watch. So now we have, it's a secret location. We won't say where it is, but somewhere in Thumberland, there is an enormous disc that reflects directly into the sky. And it evaporates the clouds.
Oh, that's very cool. Very, very innovative.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically, that's where a lot of our electricity goes. It's just to get rid of the clouds.
Oh, that's, yes. Just to make sure, when you look out the window.
Yes.
Is it ever a windy day?
There's wind. We allow wind.
Is it ever raining?
Are
people walking around outside? It's not just like a still picture that somebody has put up against your window.
I mean, I have mentioned on numerous occasions that people don't seem to move very much.
But why would they?
But they say I'm so high up in the air that because they're so far away, it looks like they're not moving.
So you won't even go to the bottom floor of your house?
Oh, good Lord, no.
Okay.
No. I don't think I've ever been it. I was actually choppered into the top of the house when I moved in. I've never seen the bottom 6 floors.
So you crashed a plane and you got airlifted to the top of the house, like post-haste.
Yes.
And they said, you're in charge now, and then close the door.
And closed the door and just left me to it.
Okay. You do a lot of Zoom meetings for your
Yes. I mean, we get through a lot of mirrors because obviously I can only use a mirror once. So
oh God, yes. I forgot about that bullshit. Yes.
So I get through a lot of mirrors.
Okay.
But that's fine because then they go to the cloud evaporating disc. It's fine.
This might be a bit awkward, but I guess you watch movies and TV shows, right?
I watch movies and TV shows.
True.
But no, through a mirror because TVs don't have lenses.
Oh, of course. Yes, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this might be nice for you.
Okay.
I suppose you'll be doing it through Zoom then because you won't be leaving the castle.
Yes.
But a major franchise from Hollywood or wherever, they are looking to get you in for a cameo.
Right.
Now, which major franchise would you consider jumping into?
I mean, North Korea have some amazing cinema.
I'm going Googling this franchise, so don't pick some random.
Yeah.
Yes.
North Korea do have some amazing franchises, but honestly, if I had to pick any, it would be Star Wars.
Star Wars, you're going to willingly cameo in Star Wars.
I mean, I would press Disney to possibly change it to Thumb Wars, but I think there might be some friction there.
They'll do it, yeah. Don't think they'll do it. So there is a new movie coming out. By the way, which is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Originals? I've only seen the first one.
The very first one.
Well, I say I've only seen the first one. There is only one.
The very first one.
Yes.
The one with.
It's weird you say the very first one because there's only one. You wouldn't say I've only seen the first Titanic.
Yeah, that's very true. There has been more than one Titanic.
Not here, there hasn't.
Okay. Yeah, why not? So you're gonna go with Star Wars, the one with Obi-Wan and spoiler alert, people. Obi-Wan and Luke battling.
Yes.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever that guy is.
Who knows? We'll never know. It's a mystery.
Screw it. They're doing a remake of it. I was going to. Usually it's sequels, but I can tell you don't appreciate sequels for this. No. They're doing a remake, so you're going to be on Zoom. You're going to be on a little screen.
Yes.
Do you remember when they go into? Do you remember the scene where you have Obi-Wan going, "We're not the droids you're looking for," or we're not? Yeah.
Yes.
So instead of that, what they've decided, they won't give him that Jedi power quite then. They'll wait till later.
Right.
So when the stormtroopers ask, "Hey, these look like the droids," wasn't it? It was the droids they were looking for. They're going to say, "Hey, we're going to be. They look like droids we're looking for," and Obi-Wan's going to go, "No, this guy owns them. They're not the droids you're looking for," and turn on the little screen, and you're going to be there, and they'll go, "Hey, that looks like Thumbs Up from ThumberLand." So we can do this scene. So he's after saying that, and you go, "Hey, identify yourself," and you'll be on the screen.
Yeah. So I said, "What you say? Identify myself?"
Yeah. Action. Right. Identify yourself.
Lord Thumb, King Thumb.
Wait, which one is it, Lord or King? Because I think there's two different levels to them.
No. That's my name, Lord Thumb, King Thumb.
Lord Thumb, King Thumb.
Yes.
Why are these droids with these two strangers?
I mean, it's none of my business, is it really?
Wait, so do you own them or not?
I'm sure, possibly. I have some paperwork. I'm sure that would.
Okay, we're gonna need to see some paperwork. Can you send it to us?
Not on me.
Oh, this is very dodgy. Can you step out of that screen, or do you have paperwork or not? Can you name this droid?
Yes. Can I name the droid?
The two of them. I assume there's two there. Yeah.
There's two? Right.
Yeah.
One is Steve and the other one is Steve.
Okay, which one is Steve and which is Steve? You have to.
The big one's Steve.
Yeah.
The little one's Steve.
Okay. We're gonna have to arrest these two people because they're claiming that these droids' names are different. You're okay with that? You don't mind us arresting them?
Are they worth much money?
The people? Well, Obi-Wan is quite old. I don't know, will you get much for him nowadays? But Luke?
No. I mean, it would be an inconvenience for you to take them off me. But I mean, if you need to put it this way, can you take them? And if I have the identification, I can get them back at a later date.
Okay, I feel like I'm talking about the people and you're talking about the droids.
But, I thought that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, no, I thought you just said everything about Obi-Wan and Luke. I've got myself mixed up. Lord Thumb, King Thumb. Are you a Sith Lord?
Apparently, that's what I am. That people have told me that's what I am. I'm not actually sure what that means.
At this point, Luke and Obi-Wan have had to get out of the car as the two stormtroopers get in to really discuss this with you. Okay, so you think you're a Sith Lord?
Apparently so.
I mean, how are you apparently a Sith Lord? Did anyone train you? Who told you are?
Him.
I mean, are you pointing to someone in the room with you, or?
Yes. No.
Okay, you're in ThumberLand. We're going to need to arrest. Okay, we are sending a ship to come pick you up. You stay there, right?
Okay. Absolutely.
Wait, where are the others gone? They've all fled. So that's the remake, right? Very well done. Cut action. Cut. Very good. I thought you might want to get in Thumb Wars there, but
no,
that's fine. Fair enough. Very confusing scene. But I think it works better.
Massively confusing.
Yeah, I think it works much better though. I think it expands the universe.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the kind of cinema I'm interested in. It's avant-garde. It doesn't have to make sense.
That's true. Yes. Do you want to have some good news?
Absolutely.
Someone has sent you a fax from the outside because you're trapped, telling you that finance minister, you might know him, Paul, he has found out that we have a lot of money. Excellent. A lot of money in the coffers. The people of the people of ThumberLand, they are looking to build something nice for you. Make, maybe a major monument. Name it after you. What should we build up? What type of thing?
What would they build? What would a monument be? I mean, there are several. We do have several. So, I mean, we do have 4 thumb monuments. So honestly, I think another thumb monument would be in order.
Put them in order, like in order of thumbs. So do you want one? You want one as high as like 50 feet? 50 feet thumb? I
mean, at least. Yeah, we need our monuments to be big enough to cast a big enough shadow that a lot of the country is in darkness.
Okay, we're gonna. So actually, I wonder. Now I don't know if this did what you were looking for, but like the Colossus of Rhodes was a massive, something like that.
Absolutely.
Let's see how tall that was. Ooh, height. 33 meters. That's 105 feet. Double the 50. 105 feet.
There you go.
Fair enough. Are we putting that so at the edge of the island and then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it will cover it. I need a lot of the country in darkness because I don't like sharing the sun. It's mine.
Okay.
So I only allow people to have sunshine when I deem it necessary for like crops.
But so your house is the center of everything.
Yes.
But that'll always have sunshine.
Yes.
Except the rest of the island will pretty much be in darkness. Oh, we can make a hole in the thumb.
There you go.
Ah, yes. That'd be very interesting. Yeah, we can do that. No problem. So we're naming it after. Are we naming it after Thumbs Up or Lord Thumb King Thumb?
I think Lord Thumb King Thumb would be.
I'm really liking Lord Thumb King Thumb. I kind of wish you entered that first. I think it's.
So do I.
Yeah. Do you want to change it?
Can I have it in brackets after my name?
Well, I suppose after your name, so you just have the symbol of thumbs up, and then
Lord Thumb King Thumb.
Yes, you can. Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I do have bad news.
Oh, Trevor.
Sorry. Paul is coming on to us again. Well, Paul is basically zooming to you again, or to your reflection.
Yes.
Turns out when he was looking at the balance sheet, he forgot that there was a minus sign. So it turns out we never had any money. We were actually heavily in debt. So the IMF are just wondering, look, you're so screwed. You need to figure out a plan to make money now, or else we'll have to come in and really, get the ship straight here.
Right.
So
yeah.
What are we going to do?
I mean, we've had this situation in the past, and generally what we do is we just sell a lot of the population to other countries.
Oh, so we have 10 million. So how many are we selling?
A good 5.
A good 5. So only the best and brightest, right? 5 million of the smartest.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's going to include Trevor.
No.
I know you had. No, we're not.
No. Trevor stays.
Trevor stays. I like your fondness for Trevor. Is Trevor allowed into the castle?
Absolutely.
Anytime he wants.
Yes, he has a. It's not a cat flap, but it's that kind of thing.
Is it yeah.
Because he has such incredibly expressive hands and feet, he generally just climbs up one of the towers and gets through a window.
I mean, I feel like he's that. Yeah.
It can be considered as horrifying. I just find it as endearing.
I mean, he's fantastic. Yeah. So he's not allowed. We're not getting rid of him. We're grabbing a 3-year-old instead and shoving her off.
Yes.
Okay.
Parents could always have more children. It's fine.
And we can't have more Trevors.
Absolutely.
No, the lab exploded after his experiment, and we're sure that Trevor has a soul.
I'd like to think so.
Okay, you're living in denial. Perfect. I love
it. He's a very warm human being. I say human being loosely.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a shaved chimp at this point. Although I don't like thinking about that, because then I realize he has no thumbs, and that's just like, oh, that's really sad.
Well, people have said that he might be a shaved chimp because he doesn't speak, but I just think he's shy.
He probably is shy. He's meeting Lord Thumb King Thumb.
Exactly. That's exactly. So it's okay to be speechless when you're in my presence.
I've horrible news. While you were chatting to Trevor, as you were talking at him, it's so sad. You're a lone man in a castle with a chimp.
Yes.
Weird monster. There was a coup attempt.
Right.
Yeah.
Pigeons
said,
again.
Yes. Pigeons. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's answers like that which caused the actual coup attempt.
Yes, it is.
So there are some loyal followers of yours who have stopped them, thankfully.
Absolutely.
They have zoomed into you. They have waited for you to grab another mirror.
Yes.
To talk to them. What are we going to do with the coup attempting people?
I mean, negotiations always is pointless.
Yeah.
So we don't negotiate we basically allow them to leave the country. If you don't like it, we don't want people here who don't enjoy it. So if you want to leave, you can leave, but that's up to the border guards. It's nothing to do with me.
Okay, so if you try and overthrow and kill Lord Thumb King Thumb,
yes,
you basically are allowed to leave. You're not welcome on the island. If you take part in the hashtag Lord Thumb No Thumb,
yes,
you're immediately killed to stop that scandal from getting out.
I mean, that would be a better plan.
I thought that's what happened. Yes, but
yeah. I mean, the Lord Thumb No Thumb hashtag. It was hurtful.
They don't doubt it.
There was no need for that. But I mean, the people who want to overthrow us, we just ignore them. I'm very high up; they can't get in.
That is true. So they're allowed to leave the country. Are they going by juvenile airlines or?
What that is one of the conditions that if you want to leave the country, it is flown by anyone under 5.
So what's the ratio of successful landings to failures?
It's about 10%.
Oh God. Okay. That are successful.
They're successful. Yeah.
So you're effectively sending, like, they're landing in other countries, right?
Yes.
I mean, landing upside down.
Landing.
Yeah.
Yes, because obviously the plane crashes in a different country. That's fine. We deny it was ours. We say the person flying the plane was a hijacker.
Who was 5 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Then we deny all knowledge of it. And then we just tell the outside world that we don't have children because here people are born as adults.
Yes. That's what you in your castle have told them. Yes. Good.
Yes.
So after this coup attempt, you have everyone still loyal to you on the island.
Yes.
What photo op do you organise to assure your citizens that you are still in complete control, that there's nothing going on?
I mean, again, it would be my double. It wouldn't be me.
Oh, yeah.
But it would be him giving a thumbs up, and it would be a photograph or some kind of poster that would be hung on the outside of the castle. And it just says, everything's cool.
I love it, but there is a flaw that I'm sorry.
Okay, please.
So when we were selling off half the population into slavery to pay next week's energy bill, I mean, of course, you said to send off the best and brightest half of the country, except Trevor.
Yes.
That did include your, model good looks and perfect thumbs double. So we had to bring in Barney.
Right.
Barney's thumbs are not quite as elegant. No, they're like a lowercase n.
They have been described as claw-like.
Yeah.
But that's it's opinion, isn't it? Really, it's.
Claws.
It's semantics.
It's claws, as in the claw of Voldemort when he was like that disfigured baby at the end of Harry Potter.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're fine. Right. Don't mind that.
Okay.
So that's. People. They're loyal to you. So they're not quite sure what that, because thumbs up is just used for every single gesture. So they're not quite sure because it's not a great looking thumb. So it's a bit.
It does send a mixed message.
Yeah.
But it's up to the people to kind of decide what that message is. They either see it as something positive, or they can look at it with fear.
That you're
either way works. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. At some point, I have to ask. I guess this is kind of the last question, but at some point, I mean, you're going to have to decide who is your heir, who leads the country now that you've given your time in service to ThumberLand.
Yes.
The only condition I'll place on this is it has to be someone, like, it can't be a hypothetical great grandchild or grandchild.
Yes.
Or, something that you don't have. So, I mean, I guess in this scenario, you already have a lovely balcony, right?
Yes.
I guess it's time for you to walk out. Your people will be down below.
Yes.
They'll be shocked because they'll never have seen you, unless you want to do it by camera. But like, yeah, how are you announcing it? They're all there going, what's going on?
Yeah, I would make an appearance, as long as no one had a camera.
Oh no, they've been taken away. Yeah, no.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah,
but yeah, I would go and I would say it's been my pleasure.
It's been our pleasure. Yeah,
to be your ruler of Thumberland, and I'm happy to announce my successor, which is Trevor, and he will carry us on into the promised land.
Is Trevor trying to give a thumbs up because he doesn't have thumbs, or is he upside down using his baby feet, baby toes?
He does walk on his hands.
Yes.
Yeah. So it would be a feet-like thumbs up. But that would be it. It would be Trevor.
And after that, are you staying in the castle, or have you made any agreements with him?
No, I will be staying in the castle, but only in the top floor. The rest would be Trevor's. If you'd be so kind to keep me there.
I'm sorry, on a kind of sweet note to this nightmarish country in a way. Are you and Trevor an item?
This interview's over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Any final it's so sweet. Any final command to your citizens, the Thumbers?
Yeah, just fear always.
Fear always.
Yes.
That's a lovely sentiment for the new ruler of Trevor. Okay, that's the end of it. I want to congratulate you and Trevor. I think that's
thank you.
Joyous. I appreciate you don't want to answer, but yeah, that's the end of the podcast. I hope we get more love stories coming out of the next few. Yeah, David, do you have anything to plug?
No, not really.
Not really.
I'll just be consulting a lawyer after this because I don't know what I've said, but it could be considered as cancelled.
And I'm liable to edit this heavily too.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back with another episode at some point. Goodbye.